Building roofs used to be a struggle for me, until I learned how to do some basic roof types. I used to think that the last one I'm going to show you was really difficult, but once I broke it down, it made it a lot easier. When I first started out, my roofs looked like this. Yeah, that's not great. But now I can do builds like this. And like this. And it's actually a lot easier than it looks. To start off, the roofs I'm going to show you are going to use a combination of these blocks. Now, it doesn't have to be these exact blocks, but I'm mainly doing this for contrast, so it's just a little easier to see. Also, let me know your favorite wood type in the comments down below. To start off, let's start with a very simple roof. This style is one of the first ones that I started building, and honestly, it's so much better than just having slabs across the top. To build it, all you need to do is have a frame that is 5 blocks apart. You can make it bigger, but make sure it's in an odd number. Building it in an odd number allows the point to come in the center and makes it look a lot better. But to get started, choose which side of the frame you want to build on and go ahead and place a regular stair and another one coming out. This way, the roof will overhang the frame by 1 block. Then go ahead and do an upside down stair, a regular stair, upside down stair, regular stair, one more upside down stair, and finally another regular stair. Then all we need to do is copy this exact same shape over here. Now that we have that copied over, we can see that we have a 1 block space right here in the center. To finish this up, go ahead and add in an upside down stair like so, and top it off with a regular stair facing that way. And there is a basic roof. Then all you need to do is just fill in the gaps to wherever you need them to be. We can put an upside down stair here, a slab, or a block. I'll let you pick which one you want to use. And once everything's filled in, you're good to go. Next, let's move on to a variant of this style of roof, and it looks like this. To build this one, you'll need a 3 block gap in the center. Again, you can do this with wider blocks, but just make sure it's an odd number. Go ahead and build off the side like we did before, placing an upside down stair, a regular stair, and an upside down stair. Copy this same shape over on the other side. Once we get to this point and it looks like this, again, I'm using the dark oak planks for contrast. Go ahead and place a full block on top, just like so. Grab your oak stairs again, and we're going to place in upright stairs with an upside down stair and a backward stair like so. And just as before, make sure you fill in the gaps. This roof works really well when you want to add a little bit more height to your roof, but not change the bottom structure at all. Next, let's take a look at this roof. This is one of my go-to styles that I love to use because it takes this initial style, but we're just placing a block kind of every other layer. To build this, start off with a gap of 5 blocks between your frame. Just like our other roofs, go ahead and place in 2 stairs like so, then place an upside down stair. Then you can take your regular block and place it like so, with a regular stair on top of that, and an upside down stair off of that. Then, just like we did before, go ahead and place a block like this, regular stair, and an upside down stair, and then we copy this design on the other side. Now that we have that copied over, we can see that these two are about ready to meet in the middle. So what we'll do is we'll just take regular stairs and build them up to the point and finish it out like we have before. Now let me show you a variation on that same roof. Now if we take that same roof that we just built, all we need to do is move these top 2 layers up by 1 block. Once we do that, we can go ahead and add in our full blocks like so. We're going to replace this top stair that we placed in with a slab. And then for some added detail underneath this stair block, we're going to place a fence gate and open it. And there we go with the variation. This next style is very similar, but it starts in a different way. To start off, make sure that your frame is 7 blocks wide. Then instead of starting with a stair block on the side, we're going to place down a full block and make sure it's overhanging. So we're going to place another one. Then like we have in the past, go ahead and place a regular stair, an upside down stair, and then a full block. Then we're going to keep this same pattern building up until we get to the center where we have that point like we normally do. Once you have 4 full blocks in place, go ahead and copy it to the other side. Once they're ready to meet in the center, you could do a couple different things up the top, but we're just going to stick to what we have been doing. Go ahead and place your full block like so, regular stair on either side, and then an upside down stair here, and then a regular stair here. If you want to add any sort of variation to this, you could easily replace this with a slab up top and also place a open fence gate underneath that stair, but it's really up to you how you want this to look. As you can see, a lot of these roofs are already variants of each other, and they're not that difficult. Now let's move on to more of a barn style roof. For this style of roof, make sure you have a 5-block gap between your frames. Come on into the left side, we're going to place in our full blocks, and then we're going to build this up by 2 more. 1, 2. Then we can place a regular stair like so, an upside down stair, and then a full block. After that, go ahead and place an upside down stair and a slab. Once you have this built, go ahead and mirror it on this side. Now that they're ready to join in the middle, we're going to keep this curve going by adding in 3 full blocks off of that slab. Then we can add a slab up top for a point, and there we have our curved roof. Now let's take that curved roof and add some variation to it. For this one, go ahead and make sure there's a 7-block gap between your frames. Then we're going to come in with our stairs and place in like so with an upside down stair like this. Then go ahead and add a full block like this with a regular stair like so, and an upside down stair, and then a full block on top. Next, go ahead, just like we did on the last roof, place an upside down stair, a slab, and then we're going to take this same design and copy it over here. Then with that in place, go ahead and fill in the center with those 3 full blocks. You can add your oak slab up top, and then for some extra detail, we're going to add some trapdoors on the sides of this. And there we go, a curved roof ready to go. Now let me show you 3 different fantasy style builds before we get to our final one. For this style of roof, make sure that you have a 7-block gap between your frames. To start with this one, go ahead and place a full block on top of your frame with another one coming out like so. Off to the side of it, go ahead and place a slab with another slab underneath. And then off of that bottom slab, place another slab. Then go ahead and take your fence gate. You're going to place that on and open it, putting a full block on top of that. Then you're going to take another fence gate and place it against that block, opening it as well. And then place 2 full blocks on top of that fence gate. Then just like the other roofs, we're going to take this shape and we're going to copy it over here. I'm realizing here that I made an error on the gap that you need with your frame, but we can continue on building this and it's gonna pretty much be the same style. So going off of these 2 blocks, go ahead and place your fence gates like so and put 2 blocks on top of those. Now that they've met in the middle, go ahead and place a fence gate against these 2, and we're going to leave it closed like this, and we're going to place 2 full blocks on top of that. So we have our point. As you can see with the original one, we didn't have an extra layer above them. It just met with the first layer of 2 blocks and then went to the point. But we kind of rolled with the punches and fixed it as we went. For this next style of roof, we're going to start with the same gap that we did before. And if I mess up, we'll just adjust it. But we're going to come off of this frame right here with a full stair. Go ahead and place a trapdoor like so with another trapdoor attached to it like that. Then off of that stair block, go ahead and place an upside down stair. Place a slab on top of that. Connect it up with 2 slabs like so. Another slab right here. And then a slab on top of that. Then we take this and copy it over. Once we have that done, go ahead and connect these up by placing a slab like so with a slab on top. And then place a trapdoor underneath that. This is definitely more of a rounded fantasy style roof, but I think it still looks good. I didn't mean to hit record, just delete this. For this next roof, go ahead and start with a block gap of 5. We're going to build off of this frame block with some slabs. Go ahead and place a trapdoor off of that slab with a trapdoor underneath, and then do another layer of slabs like so, and a layer of full blocks. Just like before, copy this over. Then these 2 are ready to meet in the middle, and all we have to do is add in our block on the top for the point. If you want to add anything extra like some stairs or something, you definitely could. I honestly like the trapdoor. I think that fits well, but it also looks really good without it. And now for the final roof style that I'm going to show you guys today, and that is this awesome roof that protrudes out from the side. I've seen roofs like this from a lot of builders such as Gemini Tay and BOO, and I've always wondered how they made it. So I broke it down really easily in a way that we could see it, and then you just move all the blocks out by 1. To build this roof, we're going to need a block gap of 9 between our frame. Then to get started, we're going to go ahead and we're going to place 2 full blocks off the frame like so, and then add a stair on top of it like this. Then we're going to place a temporary block. We're going to come in by 1 block and place an upside down stair like so. Get rid of your temporary block and place a full block on top like this, and then add a stair going this way. For the next layer, we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to place down a temporary block, place an upside down stair like so, place a regular block on top after we get rid of our temporary block, then add a stair up top like so, and then we're going to keep building in the center until we get to the top with just regular stairs going in by one block at a time. Temporary block, upside down stair, regular stair, like so. Then we repeat, temporary block, upside down stair, regular stair, and then one more time, temporary block, upside down stair, regular stair. Now, we're going to do this exact same thing, but we're going to do it on that side. If you need to take a moment to build this, if you're building along with me, go ahead and go back and follow those directions or rewind it as much as you need. Once we get to this point where they're meeting in the center, we're going to come on in and place in a full block with an upside down stair here. Then we'll go ahead and place a regular stair with an upside down stair coming off of it. And then we need to place an upside down stair on top of this. So to do that, we're going to place a temporary block, place a full block next to that, getting rid of the temporary block, and then we should be able to place another temporary block and put a upside down stair like so, and then we should have this. Now we got to add some detail to the point, so we're going to go ahead and add a slab on top of this block, a slab coming off of it with a trapdoor on top of it, and a trapdoor coming off of the slab. So now all you have to do is fill in the blocks as you need them, but I like to add a little bit of a curve to this to kind of give it more of a fantasy vibe. So to do that, I like to come off of this stair where this full block is and place down a slab. And then I like to build out by slabs by 2, coming down by 1, placing a slab like this, coming down by 1 again, placing a slab out like so. So then we have a little bit of a curve to the roof, and it kind of just adds some variance to it, and it looks really cool. But now that you're an expert on building roofs, maybe you'd like to see the 5 rules that made me a better builder. You could do that by checking out this video in the top right corner. But that's enough out of me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya!